Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Time for Kenichi. Now, this chapter was very strange on several levels. I mean, we obviously got the continuation from last week. Beginning part of this chapter, we had the disciples of Yomi going in to fight them. Now, the only difference is that unlike, because see, the thing is that the masters, they're up front, distracting all of Yomi, all of the weapons team with their limited numbers, so that they can go in there and disable the missiles. That's essentially what they are doing here. Now, I wonder what is going to go down, because the ending of this screams, just screams, it's a trap! You know? It's a trap. You know, big time, it's a trap. So, you know, overall, I like what's going on here. I actually like this. I actually like what they're doing here in this scenario. Now, overall, gonna give this a 4 to 5, but next week might be higher, depending on what transpires. So yeah, this chapter, I believe, was called Each and Every Role. And like I said, in the beginning, we basically have them all going at each other. All the disciples going against, you know, the Kenichi's friends going against the other guys. And we got one doing a bow, and she's shooting people. She's probably the disciple of that one with the bow. And they're all going in, and you can already tell. You can always, and so is Rayleigh. Thank you for keep sending me stuff on this. I don't even need to know their names. I know who disciple belongs to who. You can tell. It's in plain sight. You know? So they're going in, pretty much, and that's when I think it's Siegfried. He tells, you know, Nejima, oh, we need, you know, Commander, it's time to initiate the plan. And he basically saying to Kenichi and Miyu, take disadvantage of the chaos and push ahead forward. And Kenichi obviously saying, no, why do that now? In this moment of desperation, he's like, and he's telling Kenichi, the motive of this operation is not to fight. That is not what they're supposed to do there. They're supposed to shut down the missile silo, the missiles that they're going to launch. They have to shut that down. Because if they do not shut that down, everyone's fucked. Pretty much. So that's what the whole thing, he's telling them. We don't have the time. And they're basically saying that everyone agreed on this. And then we see everyone, and he said, go ahead, Kenichi. You know, leave it to us. You go on ahead. We'll see you around, you know, and so on and so forth. And Muse is showing him, Kenichi-san, we should go now, trust everyone. And they go with Nejima, and everyone else is staying behind, and we got Takeda saying, it's time to cut loose. We got a big page of all the... I mean, it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad, because, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 6 disciples, and at least 13. You know, you know, it's pretty bad. They're pretty outnumbered. But even so, you know, they need to get Kenichi out of there. They need to get him forward. And we go back to the Masters. We got Mikhail, you know, that guy with a scythe, saying, what is that bastard up to? And we have Hongo. Hongo, you know, I love this mother. I love this guy. Because, like, he knew. He knew something was up. He was like, he's just sitting there, and he's just, there's something not right here. He's thinking to himself, there's something not right here. So we have Mikhail, he's fighting, well, actually, he's fighting you know, Sakaki and uh what's his face? Apachai. And this is one part where Saki grabbed his scythe and just stood him around. That was awesome. That was pretty epic. And he basically throws him around. He's done. And we got Akisame against that other guy with the sword and stuff. It was pretty intense stuff. And we got we see Kensei fighting that not Rin. I don't think it's not Rin. It's the other guy, the knight with the full armor. He's basically fighting Kensei, and then we got Apachai against Agard. Now, Agard and him that was interesting too. And Agard realizes that Apachai's attacks aren't doing anything to him. So this was. I have a funny suspicion. See, this whole plan is just a distraction. They're the diversion masters, so that Kenichi and the others can get in, and so on and so forth. So, he's saying that he hasn't landed any wounds on him, and so on and so forth. And we got Apachai trying to talk to him, saying he's a horrible Grim Reaper. And then we I think it's him or Agard saying this. Spare me your mumble jumble nonsense. And we have Mikhail saying the fault lies with you bastards of the Katsu Jinken that stepped into a fight without a prayer, hoping is if this is a death wish in order to pass along your wills. And then Hongo's like, he's just got this stare. Hongo, he's like, wrong. And then he knew. Hongo just realized it then and there. They're not trying to fight us to win. They're distracting us. So he's like, wrong. And he's like, a diversion. And I think it's Saki saying, crap, hold it, Hongo. And he leaves. And he's basically saying, I think it's Mikhail saying, I want to know what's going on in the base. You can handle this. Now, and we got everyone else fighting, doing the girl with the kimono saying, you damn wonder pervert. And so on and so forth. We then go to Kenichi again. So basically now we have Hongo and Mikhail going in there to confront whoever's at the base. I'm going to say with what has concluded in this chapter, which I'm going to get to, I don't think they're going to attack him. No, I don't think so. Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it occurring. So, like I said, we go back to Kenichi, and he's like saying, "Oh, as a mother lode of all bases." You see the base and everything, and they're wondering how they're gonna get in, and saying, and Kenichi saying, "You make it sound so easy, Miyu," and so on and so forth. Saying she's always reliable. So they see these two guards, and they take them out, supposedly. And after they take them out, this other guard shows up and is right behind Kenichi, and Kenichi thinks he's screwed. Behind the guard that is knocked out is Satomi. The guy, by the way, who's talking to Shigure, the guy who's the disciple of Saiga. Okay. Now, automatically, I'm like, wait a minute. You're helping him? And then after that scene, he says, oh, so you're the reason Sanpaku Duo. You took long enough. And he's like, I'm the person's Ichiya Yomi's one shadow, the first shadow, Kajima Satomi. And, then she was saying, the Kenichi slipped through my sensors, female ninjas, and so on and so forth. And he's like, but if we go, he then says, if we go in from here, it'll be a lot safer. I'll show you the way. And on the last page, because this whole thing just smells wrong to me. He says basically, hurry up, your female swordsman master is going to catch a cold. And he's like, oh, Shigure-san. And on the side it's saying, inside the base, Kojima smiles as he shows them the way. Wait, what is his real intent? And then Kenichi's looking at him and saying, is this a trap? And he's like, you're asking me? You're really an interesting guy, Shirahama Kenichi. And that's the end of the chapter. Knowing, like I said, knowing that what's going on with the masters, the amount of the Yomi masters that are out there, I believe that's everyone except Saiga. So, here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I believe he's going to show them where Shigure is. Now, this can go down several ways. One, it's really hard to decide how this is going to go down. Now, this is the guy Kenichi's going to fight. No question about it. No question about it. This is the guy that Kenichi's going to fight. Now, it can go several ways. He might show him where Shigure is. They save Shigure. Remember, Shigure's a master. And if they get her a sword or something, then we're back in business. And remember, Mikhail is on their way with Hongo. So she could fight Mikhail, give or take. She could fight him. And Hongo, I guess, will just fight her. Mikhail will team up with Hongo to fight her. And at the same time, Kenichi fights this guy, Satomi. Now, I don't know. I mean, this is very strange to me. Because he's showing them in the way. Personally, I think he's going to show where Shigure is. Hongo and Mikhail show up. Rescues Shigure, but after that happens, Satomi fights him. And if he defeats Satomi, he can get to the... so he's going to fight Satomi, Kenichi, after getting Shigure out of there. To a certain extent. And Shigure, I guess, will fight Mikhail. And that's when he fights Satomi. And Miyu, I guess, fights those two female ninjas. I mean, that's the only way I could see that going down. That's the only way I could see it. Besides that, maybe Satomi B's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. And he decides, okay, I'll show you where the missile silo is. So you can deactivate the missiles. But I don't see that happening. I see him going with him to where Shigure is. Gets Shigure out. Then they fight him. Then he fights him. Tell me what you guys think. Because this whole chapter really threw me off for a loop. I'm like, he wasn't there with them, the other disciples. And I gotta figure they had a plan. I just gotta figure. Oh, by the way, this is a great idea to do. Because in hindsight, this is Kenichi's biggest challenge. And if he overcomes Satomi, it'll be a win for them. Now, I don't know where this is going to go, though. That's the only thing. I don't know where this is going to lead to. We'll see how it goes down next week. Tell me what you guys think about that theory I have. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Satomi's going to just show them to the missile silo and shit, or is it going to be something else? Is it going to encompass something else? I would love to know. Love to know from you guys. That's pretty much the story. I just can't believe the whole setup. It's got to be a trap. It's got to be a trap. I can't see it being anything but a trap. So yeah, that's pretty much the story. I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Guest later today. Yeah, some reviews. It's going to be the usual Wing Bang Boom. Nobu Gun. And what's the other one? Oh, right, Maggie and her nonsense. You get to those. I'll get to those. So yeah, I'm Bonkai922. See you guys later. Kenichi, Satomi. Yo, where is this gonna go? Awesome stuff, people. Awesome stuff. I'll see you guys later. Peace.